So what I'm gonna do is, I tried one vlog last year and I didn't do any more because I had stuff going on, mostly because last year's movies were just so depressing. Like How to Train Your Dude really set the tone. Anyway, so today I'm actually going to Strange Magic, and then I'm gonna come back after and do finish this vlog. So um, yeah, I'm actually excited to go because I know nothing about it. I saw a trailer on TV like 2 months ago where I just kind of stared at the screen and was completely dumbstruck that I had never heard of this film before. I don't know what the hell is wrong with the animation sites I watch, but thanks. Uh, so yeah, I know nothing about it. So I'm kind of excited. It may suck. It may very well suck, but I'm gonna go and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do that. And yes, good. I hmm. Well, it's I understand. No, I don't. You know what? Okay, it's bad. It's not good. The first 20 minutes are reprehensible, absolutely appallingly, unapologetically bad. But it becomes less bad. God, what even to say about that? Words. I need words. It, I don't know. It starts out so bad. It's just all of the worst female character tropes I couldn't even list them all. They probably every single one that has ever existed, every bad female character trope is in the first 20 minutes of this movie. And possibly once you accept that, the movie's easier to get through. Um and I mean in terms of pacing, highs and lows, it's fairly shapeless. But it does kind of hit its stride. After the first half an hour is terrible. Then after the first hour, I was actually enjoying myself. I know. I don't know. It's bad. I mean, it's so bad. It's one of those movies people will never watch except um by someone online reviewing it. That's the only way people will know this movie. I swear. That's how bad it is. But and the songs, unbelievable. The songs. I just why they added nothing. I still don't know where I actually stand on the whether songs actually add to character development or not. I'm leaning towards no. They just take a complex emotion and make it simple and cliche. But these songs, just random songs from decades ago, yesterday, just added nothing. And sometimes they wouldn't even sing the song. Sometimes they would just like throw in a little riff of something, and you're like, what was that, Lady Gaga or something? And you're just like, and then you spend the next 5 minutes like, where that's from a Lady Gaga song. What the heck is that from? Or sometimes they'll just throw in a little, oh, I don't even know, and it doesn't even. The song that actually runs over the credits, they have the tiniest little riff of it early on in the middle of nowhere for no reason. And you're just like, why was that there? And the characters singing the songs they actually sing, probably ruin it. The songs ruin it 100%. It just should not have been there. Holy, I can't even. The main character, her first, I don't know, first 20 minutes is all setting up for what they eventually want to make the movie about, as it turns out. And she sets up that she's getting married, and she finds her fiance and he's cheating on her on the day of the wedding, and then she gets all vengeful, and she goes and teaches herself sword fighting, and because she's just like, I can be alone, I don't need a man, there's no man I can trust. And I'm just like, wouldn't it be hilarious if they broke out into a Kelly Clarkson song right now? That the What Doesn't Kill You song. What wouldn't it be hilarious? And then they do. She just starts singing it. I was just like, oh, for Christ almighty. And at that point you could only laugh. It was just, oh my goodness. But after that point is where I think it gets way better. Some of the character work isn't actually all that bad. Sonny's great. He's this little black elf dude that's really cool, and I mean his characterization is good. He's everything he needs to be. He was really well done. It's really too bad the two main sisters had same face syndrome. They did not need to look that similar, guys. They just, I mean, we already have enough of that. We don't. Oh, and the imp. The imp was so cool. Love that thing. That was such a cool imp. It's the kind of design you swear you've seen it before. Yeah. But yeah, he was cool. Then a lot of the humor actually worked. Surprisingly enough, mostly when the characters were just saying like "what," someone would sing something stupid and they would just go "what," and I mean it's what everyone's thinking. It was perfect, and they do that a couple times. Speaking of doing it a couple times, I swear these two girls, probably all the other girls I wasn't paying attention to, if they say, it's like if you say, I can handle myself one more time, or I can take care of myself. One more. I swear each of them say it like 4 times. It's like, stop it. Yes, you can handle yourself. I can fight. Look at me, I've got a sword, I can fight. I'm a strong female character. Whatever, guys. But then, yeah, as soon as they get to the sword fight between the Bog King and Marianne, not Marianne, it's like, this is working. This works. I'm totally getting. Sorry, my camera does that. This is I totally get what they're going for here. These characters, it's working. And then of course they have another character come in and explain to us what's happened. You didn't need that. It was working. You were doing it. Anyway, yeah. So the Bog King and Marianne are kind of slowly starting to like each other, and it's working. And it's like yes, I can feel chemistry between these two. Shockingly enough, it's kind of one of those slow realization things where you don't expect this movie to actually be able to be capable of that, but then it's doing it, and you're like, no. But it is, but it's not, but it can't. And that is the way they went with it. And after that, it was pretty predictable. But I mean, it's still enjoyable. I enjoyed that last bit. If you're gonna go, show up 30 minutes late. Don't watch the first 20 minutes. Just don't. Save yourself that and do not watch it. You won't be able to follow what's going on anyways. It's so haphazard and just whoa. Don't do it. To anyone who walked out before during the first half an hour, I completely understand. I thought about walking out. I never walk out. That's how bad the first half an hour is. Did I say 20 minutes before? It's in there. But yeah, I mean, the Bog King worked. It's kind of like halfway through, it kind of turns into Megamind almost. That's the vibe I was getting. Like a Megamind mixed with Fern Gully mixed with apparently it was based off Midsummer Night's Dream. I remember almost nothing from that. But yeah, if you took Fern Gully and Megamind and smushed them together, you'd probably get something close to this movie. Which I think Megamind is one of the most underrated animated films ever, and I love that film. So this, yeah, the evil guy, he wasn't really evil. Did he do anything evil? No, he was just the Bog King. I don't. The evilest thing he ever did was try to give someone a love potion and fail. You bastard. No, he wasn't really evil. He was just cranky. It's kind of too bad they made us sympathize with him because of he has his nagging mother around. That was didn't really need that. The mother, she didn't need to be there, but whatever. I suppose I should be grateful that there was a mother around. She may be a nagging, just irritating pain in the ass, but there's a mother here. Of course, the princesses don't have a mother. They've just got their father going, I want you to be safe. Don't do anything dangerous. Oh my god, she's falling in love with the tree person. But yeah. The reactions to Dawn singing, that was pretty funny. That worked actually pretty well. God, what else? The whole actual strange magic sequence where the two were singing and I thought that worked. That reminded me of Ferngully as well. Yeah. Huh. Very strange, weird movie. Bad movie. But I mean, good character work can exist in bad movies. And I'm not going to say, I don't know if there were, Sunny I would argue is a good character. Marianne, probably not. I like where they got with her, but clearly the story they wanted to tell was the romance between these two, and it does come out of nowhere, and it is kind of enjoyably surprising that it comes out of nowhere. They weren't leading up to it the whole time. I do like that. Well, maybe they were. Like I said, I went in knowing nothing, so yeah, that probably helped. But yeah, that was clearly the story they wanted to tell, but they had to go through so much bullshit to get there. It's like they wrote the first half of the movie and didn't ever go back to fix it, and just focused all their efforts on the last half. Yeah. But I can't hate it. I can't. The characters worked. The characters were really the focus of everything. There were a lot of characters. And they managed them fairly well. I can't hate it. It's a terrible film, but you could just feel like this movie does take its characters seriously. Possibly it shouldn't have, but it did. It took them totally seriously, and that's really all I can ever ask for. Did they have? They probably did. Did they have character arcs? Yeah, not great ones. Like the characterization was okay, but yeah, it worked. I can't hate it because I would like to see more movies like this that become, more that something that's not Disney and Pixar, something else. Stop that. I'm sorry, I don't know why it does that. So something to kind of just offset the Disney Pixar balance, something different, something. I would love if it was this kind of thing, just much better made. Yeah, because and they have to. They wouldn't let they kept having to explain the moral to you, and at the end, the king just comes out, and the moral of the story is, don't judge anyone by what they look like. And it's like, yes, we understand that. That was obvious to the whole thing. It's really too bad that they had to come out and spell that out for you. Because I think it read fairly well. Yeah, so yeah, that's it really. Good movie. No, not bad movie, but I enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed parts of it. I enjoyed the cutaways. I enjoyed the they weren't really cutaways there. The editing around the funny dialogue worked. So The editing around the funny dialogue. Yeah, I just said that. So yeah, all good. I enjoyed parts of it. The first half is reprehensible. Don't watch it. If you're gonna go 30 minutes late. That's it really. And I'm gonna, I guess, keep trying to do these and not forget this time. So, yeah.